Starting with the second day of our Scandinavian travel, after a good night's rest, we got up and had a very good breakfast at the hotel, and then we started for the sightseeing towards Estonia. For that, we had to get into a cruise, and here you see the beautiful starting of the cruise on the dock. We had to travel 2 hours and 30 minutes from Helsinki to reach Estonia, and it was in a beautiful ship called Finlandia, which I was seeing above, and there we went to the top deck because it was a very sunny day and we really enjoyed the cruise ride. It was a beautiful ride starting from the Gulf of Finland in the Baltic Sea towards Tallinn, the capital of Estonia. People from various travel groups had joined there in the cruise. After enjoying the cruise, we landed at Tallinn, and then straight away we went for lunch in Little India in a mall in Tallinn, which was a very good experience. We had a good ambience and a very good food. Then we started with the local tour guide to see the capital city of Estonia, that is Tallinn. Estonia became an independent country on 20th August 1991. Now it's a full modern democratic unitary parliamentary republic, highly ranked in education, human development, press freedom and prevalence of technology companies, etc. It was under Soviet occupation from World War II until 1991. The name came from the word Esti, that is, to all the inhabitants of Eastern Baltic Sea it is common. Tallinn is known for iconic churches, and it's a very renowned medieval old town. Here we saw the Tulpia Hill, Parliament Building, Dome Church, St. Nicholas Church, Town Hall Square, etc. The main thing what we saw is the one which you are seeing above, the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. It's an Eastern Orthodox cathedral in central Tallinn, Estonia, built from 1894 to 1900 when the country was part of the former Russian Empire. This is the city's largest cupola church. That is, the cupolas are the huge domes which you see above, made up of copper, and they are oxidized and looking greenish inside, and this is the interior of the cathedral. This cathedral is richly decorated and has 11 bells that were cast in St. Petersburg in Russia, and the largest one of that weighs about 16 tons, more than all the other 10 combined. This is what was told by the tour guide to us. It has 3 altars. The base of the building is Finnish granite. We saw the Tallinn city from a viewpoint, see how beautiful the houses are looking, with all brick colored and beautifully painted, and it was such a beautiful thing to watch. As I mentioned earlier, we saw the Parliament building and then all this artistic work at the side of the streets, the Nicholas Church and the Town Hall Square, which we visited and stood there. These are the sites of Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, and the walls, some of the walls were kept without being plastered, and that I have shown it to you. After a good walking experience, we proceeded for lunch in an Indian restaurant called Maharaja India Restaurant, which you are seeing above. We had very good lunch there at this Indian restaurant, and we were surprised that in such a faraway place in Europe we get such good Indian food. And what you see above is the Town Hall Square, which I mentioned in the earlier part of my video, and these are all the street scenes which we saw, all colorful shops at the side of the streets selling souvenirs. All these shops were at the medieval heart of Tallinn, and we enjoyed them. And there was a little museum by the side of the street, the Museum of Torture, and they also made a person standing like a ghost outside the museum. We witnessed a horse-drawn cart in the street where the tourists were also traveling and enjoying the streets, and everywhere you can see the roads are cobblestone and very neatly laid and clean and very nice to walk. It was not tiring at all. And this is the Museum of Torture, which I mentioned earlier, and since it rained occasionally, we all were advised to carry our own umbrellas. At the side we saw the umbrella shop also, and shops selling costumes and other various things. Towers like these were very common at the streets of Tallinn. After enjoying the street view, we proceeded towards the cruise. At the entrance was this anchor made up of iron chains. Throughout the trip, we were advised to keep our passports with us by the tour manager, as there were random checks sometimes. And at the side of it, we saw a board called the Maritime Museum of Estonia, which was established in 1935, but we didn't visit inside, we just saw the board. We took some snaps near the anchor and then we entered into the cruise, and again we had a beautiful ride back to Helsinki, the capital of Finland. And now you can enjoy the cruise taking off from the dock, as I showed it in the earlier part of the video. We said bye to Tallinn and traveled 2.5 hours back on the cruise, enjoying the views, and back to Helsinki. And then we landed at Helsinki, and on the way whatever we saw is the scene above, and all the cars there were very high-end cars like Mercedes, Audi, etc. As it was so bright, even though it was 9 o'clock in the night, we could see the view of Helsinki a little bit. As we were tired, we went to the room and took rest to get ready the next day to go to Stockholm. Thanks for watching my travel videos. See you again.